Yeah,
What are
maybe
you
pass
throwing us
the
into first off, so I can get
Wow.
the audio
Oh,
ready?
yeah.
We'll be going back to the grouped up party for now.
Question is, will anyone ever have as much charisma as Josiah's bard is gonna have?
I don't think so. He's got higher charisma than Tareth.
When's
I know how
Josiah?
much charisma
When's-
he's got. It's very, very funny.
When
Yeah.
is Josiah doing the join?
He patience.
Oh, I just want to know.
Fucking be patient.
No, it's not because I'm impatient. It's just because.
It's not because I'm impatient. I just want to know now.
Just give me the information,
Right.
Nova.
No, but tell me.
Why don't you
already.
just tell us
Surprise,
what you've got prepared for this campaign? It'd make it a lot easier for us to play it.
I don't
Why
want.
don't you just tell us the story of the campaign?
Yeah, why don't you
Someone's
just
using
tell us
it.
like a
Can you
book and
tell
not a
us
story?
guys at the end?
Why don't you just
Like,
make this
you know.
game into an audiobook? Like, God. Why don't you just read us your book?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't done that. Right. Now I have to remember where we last left. I should probably always think about, where did we last leave off? Where did we branch from the last thingy to the next? Where did we leave off? I should think about that while I'm preparing for it, but I never do. I never do.
Well, I know exactly where we left off.
Oh, I know you do. It's scarred into your brain of the time that Nova let you live.
I will never question you again,
Yeah, you
God.
fucking better not. Okay. Where we last left off.
Rhythm. Well, music. Well.
Yeah, Riven can't get in here. This is the only one that Riven's not allowed in.
Oh, I thought it was just
Yeah, I just call
Rhythm.
all music bots Rhythm, because Rhythm is the music bot that 90% of servers use.
I mean, Hydra's pretty decent. I don't know.
Nah, Groovy's the best, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Groovy. Who uses Groovy?
Who uses Rhythm Cron? Where we last left off. The majority of the party now grouped up, with the exception of Tereth and Rory. Discussing where they next should push onwards to. They decided to try and find this drow city that was spoke of, but not knowing exactly where it is and not exactly knowing how to get out, they had to trick some of the less intelligent and more occupied watchers, the strangely incompetent watchers, especially for the nature of these groups. But nonetheless, the party following through to try to find this drow citadel, as it was called. That is where we last left off with the party. Where we last left off with Rory, however. Making her way towards this large, walled, monolithic type citadel. In the distance, these grey walls and architecture with lots of spires and a very foreboding presence. Making her way over and stopping to speak with some locals in the form of 2 young children and a woman who informed her of a few things. She made her way over, speaking with the guards and having an escort to bring her in the city. Meanwhile, a strange humming filled her ears that no one else seemed to notice. After sending a guard off to check for the prince and Tereth, something began happening to Rory's well-trusted and long-time friend of Rosa. This strange occurrence came in the form of what seemed to be memory loss and, at parts, complete silence on the part of Rosa, as well as a spiderwebbing crack coming from the hilt of the sword. Spiderwebbing downwards. After that, and being informed that Tereth was not in this citadel, Rory began making her way back. But as she made her way back, about halfway through the city, a large explosion from the right side of the city, the western side, and a dragon, a black massive form behind the smoke, bursting forward to be an adult armoured red dragon. Followed shortly behind by, again armoured, but a smaller looking dragon, this one of a lighter colour, more of a silvery mercury colour. These two dragons rained hell upon the city, followed by an army of well-fitted dragonborn warriors. Suddenly, amidst a bloodbath, Rory tried to attack the dragon, only to be met with the tooth and claw of a red dragon. Being left barely alive, making her way out of the city. That is where we last left off with Rory. Tereth. Where we last left off with him. He and the drow prince known as Tenebrae were making their way through this colourful mushroom forest when they came across what seemed to be a hunting party, looking specifically for Tenebrae. A large, almost 8-foot tall dragonborn, or half-dragon, is difficult to tell, impaling a woman with a drow woman with long white hair and a silken robe. After allowing these hunters to move on and successfully avoiding capture, Tenebrae, after having not slept due to the time of the attack, claimed that he needed a break and to sit down, finding a secluded covering underneath a mass of mushrooms, somewhat close by to this luminescent purple lake. That is where we last left off, with Tenebrae and Tereth. Going back to the rest of the party of Mistral, Cyril, Spencer, and Malon, as well as two accompanying watchers, as well as the one, the only Daniels. What are you doing? You're being led through this cave. You're coming closer to this opening outwards. You see this light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, of these purples and a few greens and blues of these different vibrant mushrooms. Some small, some large. You see above you this cave as it's higher than you remember it being, but it seems a bit different. As you all exit outwards, you see that there seems to be what looks like smoke at the top, just within eyesight of those of you with sufficient dark vision. You see this smoke beginning to coalesce inside of the tops of this ceiling. What do you do? Oh, well.
Who here with us has sufficient night vision? Because a lot of us, I don't think, would have seen the smoke.
Cyril, you can see the smoke. Mistral, you cannot. Spencer, you cannot. Malon can, and neither.
I'm guessing it doesn't just look like smoke from chimneys and stuff, probably.
It is sort of, if you've ever seen things like a fire, sort of, if a fire is indoors, there is this sort of layer of smoke that sort of flattens out at the highest point of the roof.
Yeah. But like, I'm guessing it doesn't look like the amount of smoke that would just be created by people having their fires on.
No.
Okay.
You can make a perception check if you wish to try and find the location of the smoke. You can obviously alert the others to the
Like
presence
where
of
it's
it.
coming from.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll do that, yeah.
Okay. You sort of see the
That's a 13.
13.
So pretty good for me.
You get a rough direction of where it's coming from. You can't see any fires nor plumes of smoke. Necessarily, you can see a few wisps that seem to be in sort of in rising from sort of ahead to your right slightly. And you gather that
Oh, okay, what were you gonna say?
you gather that there is a large fire somewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna say, do you guys see that smoke there? That isn't normal, is it?
What? Oh, that smoke. Oh, I can barely make it out, but right, no, that ain't normal. One of the watchers said, sort of says, squinting slightly. He seems sort of leaning forward to look, and the Malon now speaking up. Yes, I can see it, and that doesn't look like a simple bonfire.
We should probably start going a bit quicker.
Right, where are you going? Are you deserting or something?
No. I assure you, this is well, we're authorized to be doing this.
Persuasion check or deception, either or.
Okay.
I would say
Wait,
deception.
can I choose whether to do persuasion or deception?
I'll say deception, considering.
Okay. Oh, that is not a good roll. That's a 9.
Okay. You sort of. Right, and who authorized this, if I may ask?
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna try and like signal secretly to Melon or like the rest of the guys to try and help me out a bit here.
I won't make you make a sleight of hand check. I won't be that mean.
Okay.
Okay. You see him sort of giving you the side eyes, maybe a little bit of a hand signal. What are any of you doing?
I'll step forward and try and help.
Okay. What do you say?
Right. So what's the problem? I zoned out there for a minute. What's the hold up here?
Right. Well, your tiny pal here was just telling us who authorized you apparently deserting. Yeah.
Deserting? Why would we be deserting?
Well, talking about
Come on.
getting away. Getting on
Listen,
with it.
you're telling me that there's a giant plume of smoke down there, and you don't think that that's something the boss would want to hear about?
To be honest, not really. I
Oh.
mean, we come over here, sit here, have a smoke. We don't go down there. It's fucking dangerous as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
pray tell
uh,
why you find it so dangerous.
fucking, wouldn't you know?
No, I know. I'm walking you through this step by step until you can realize why we should go down there and see what it is. Tell me why would you think it's dangerous?
Give me a deception check.
Um, 17 plus 5, 22.
Fucking hell. You sort of, right. Well, the fucking hounds down there, the ones they let out to keep the drows off our backs.
Mm-hmm.
That and the messengers are the only ones allowed to go out, really.
Okay, so let's say this does have something to do with the drow that you mentioned. That's an awful lot of smoke. What if it's, I don't know, a giant camping party, a potential raid, a potential attack? What if they've gathered up all their soldiers and they're kind of waiting it out for a while and gonna come on through?
We were told that there was a plan going on and that we wouldn't be having to deal with much more interference. We all know that. That just might be what it is. And so I say, keep our necks wound in. If you people want to go, then we'll probably have to report here. To save our skins, at least.
Ah, yes. I wonder what they'll think about to find out that you two snuck away from your posts to go to the out of bounds area for a smoke.
I'm gonna like signal behind to the rest of the people apart from Mistral, kind of like point at my sword a little bit, and go and like, well, not my sword. I mean, like point at my like circlet bends and like motion a bit as if I'm like swinging my sword a little bit, but try and do it like kind of below my waist a bit.
Okay.
And try and signal and like kind of tilt my head a bit. Try and signal should like try and ask should we attack them. Should I roll like performance or something to see if I get that message?
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay. That is a 10.
A 10. Okay. You get across sort of like more maybe like not as questioning as you wanted, sort of do we kill them sort of thing. So yeah, and they don't seem to notice.
Okay.
Mistral, in response to what you said, give me a second. Right. The one that was speaking to you said, yeah, well, we could always say we followed you. All I'm saying is that, like, sit down, have a smoke, just, like, we can't it's just, like, we don't want to get fucking beheaded.
Right. But what's to say you won't be beheaded for, once again, going to the out of bounds areas? Whereas, if you say nothing, we say nothing. Kind of,
You'll get killed by the
balances
fucking
out.
hounds anyway. Why do people want to go so badly? I'm
Something
surprised
you
you
don't-
haven't- I'm surprised you haven't been killed for not having your fucking cloaks.
I mean, we're surprised too. I guess the boss just likes us.
Right. There's sort of this one sort of just goes and sits down, the other one following quite close. He's sort of swinging his legs over the edge. You see, it's a pretty decent drop that you're on. You see there is a way down. He's just sort of sitting, just go do what you want, but don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm sorry, it's taking everything in me not to say I want to push him. I don't want to do that. That's why just give me a minute. Fight off my impulse. Okay. I'm gonna turn back to the party. Well, you heard them. They gave us the okay. You guys want to go check it out?
Yes, I suppose.
Right.
I'm gonna walk down. I'll start walking.
Okay.
Alright, Cyril walks off the cliff and he's dead.
Yeah. No. So. You begin walking down the other. You hear them sort of muttering, "Crazy bastards," but yeah. Other than that, you don't. They don't seem to put up any fight towards you guys. You see that as you sort of continue downwards, you do see at one point sort of a larger plume of smoke as with the vantage, but as you continue going downwards towards the lower sort of ground of it where it levels out, you can sort of tell that you know where it is, but you can no longer see it with your current vantage point when you're on the ground.
Okay.
You estimate that to get to where you're going with no interruptions, it might take you an hour or two to get there. But that's just with your current sort of walking sort of style. So, who's sort of taking lead? What's your marching order? And are you trying to speed it up? In which case, it will only take about an hour to get there. But you are not going to be paying 100% attention to what's surrounding you. Or are you going to be doing taking a bit more time, sort of keeping an eye out? What are you doing?
I feel like the latter would be a great option since they mentioned the hounds.
Yeah.
Big dog.
Okay.
Could be a small dog.
Yeah, those chihuahuas.
It's just a
they're-
fucking Pomeranian, and it's just like it just yips at you, and then his claw smashes down at
I love Pomeranians.
Do you like Pomeranian soup?
I've never
think
had
so.
it. I think it would
I
just be
recommend that.
burden over because there's not much meat in them. It's
enough
mostly
for a bowl of soup.
Sorry, no, but you recommend it?
Anyway, so as you are,
Sorry, Nova.
what is your marching order, guys?
It's not okay, Nova.
Come from the shit you've said.
How could you eat them? They're just mini pom-poms. Or big pom-poms, I guess.
That's the worst thing that's been said
Hey,
in
guys.
this call.
Hey guys.
I haven't said anything as bad as that.
What is your marching order?
Well, I can't see anything because it is dark down here. So I'm gonna stick in
Oh.
like nicely in the middle.
I'll probably go front then, I guess, because I'm one of the only people who can actually see at the moment.
Okay.
I'll stay decently close to the front.
Alright. Then Melon will be holding up the rear. Okay. Cyril, give me a perception check. The other two, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Nat 1. That's a -3.
Why disadvantage?
Because it's fucking. Oh wait, no, you're in the mushroom forest, aren't you? So you have flat roll.
I got a 17.
12.
That was a shit. There we go. Yeah, that was a plus his perception, which I remember being pretty good. Fucking hell. Okay. Alright. Give me a second.
This is the part where we roleplay amongst ourselves. We wait for our DM.
I was just about to. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Paris. I love you.
I was about to
Then
go
I got
talk
so
to Daniel.
rudely interrupted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's on me. Hey Cyril, seeing as though you're kind of the only one you can really see, like, well, I mean, not now because we're in the forest, but back then, what did like all the smoke kind of look like? What do you think it could be?
Well, that didn't seem like just a normal fire, let's just say. I doubt it was just people cooking over their fires and smoke coming out from chimneys.
Hopefully, it's just a whole bunch of bonfires and they're having a festival, because wouldn't that be fun instead of having to fight some kind of super overpowered monster?
Yes.
What about you, Spencer? What's going on?
I don't quite know, but since we're out of the construction site, I suppose, should we let the boy down?
Is he getting a bit heavy?
No, just for his own sake, I suppose. Being tied up can't be comfortable for an extended time.
You would be surprised. I'm sorry. Okay, so who got the highest again? It was a 17, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely not me.
So, as you were all walking through these sort of this large expanse of mushrooms, you see in the distance what looks to be a clearing with many different smaller mushrooms. These of very different vibrant colours, some pinks, purples, yellows, and an array of different colours. That is ahead of your current direction. You see the light of these mushrooms is dimmer than the other mushrooms, so it's slightly harder to see, but it's not impossible to see at any rate. They're still glowing and they still look very pretty.
Is the bright glow because they're all kind of like congested together, or does like one mushroom give off like a pretty decent amount of light?
It does seem to depend on the size of the mushroom, and it does also just depend on the species. So the species of mushroom that is purple gives off the most light, and it also seems to grow the largest. You see it has this sort of film over the head of the mushroom, and you see sort of spots of a sort of brighter purple. Thanks for knocking, by the way. Thanks. Awesome.
Olia is gone.
Alright,
He has gone.
okay, well, she's not here anyway. Anyway, as I was saying, this sort of film over this mushroom, it has these sort of a deeper, sort of brighter purple, and they give off quite a bit of light as these sort of purple spots going down the white stem of these large purple mushrooms. They give off quite a lot of light, and you get the sort of thought that this one thrives the most, and it almost seems like they've been selectively kept in a higher quantity.
Okay. Or to kind of like just cut off one of. Okay, wait. Before I do that, can I see if like the light kind of starts fading any point further on in the path?
So you're not really just sort of going down a path as much as you're just sort of like weaving in between a few mushrooms. They're not dense necessarily, so you can see, but the and it's quite lightly lit due to the sort of undersides of the mushrooms also being bioluminescent. You see ahead of you though there is a clearing that looks reasonably big. It's about it's sort of like almost a ring, almost a pretty messy ring of these much smaller, more eye-coloured, much more vibrantly coloured mushrooms that seem to be giving off a dimmer light and are obviously less bright.
Okay. I'd like to kind of try and cut one of the more like bigger purple mushrooms off just to kind of use it some light in case we do run into a dark patch.
Right, so these mushrooms are about the ones that give off the most light and the ones that are near you are about the size of trees. There are some that are smaller, they don't give off as much light, but you certainly can grab a few to use as light.
I would like to do that then.
Okay. Going over, you pulling out your dagger, sort of cutting off a few. Well, there's one that you think that is a bit big, and you might have to trim down, but it could be used. It's about 4 foot tall. There are a few sort of very small ones which look of the same species. It seems to be, but it doesn't seem that they give off as much light as the larger ones. What are you going for?
I'm going for the brightest ones and up to the biggest ones that I could possibly carry.
Biggest one that you can possibly carry. Does that mean carry and have on you, or does that mean carry as in actually lift the weight?
Probably carry and have on me because I would like to keep my hands free.
Okay.
Maybe one that's like kind of big enough to just like plug open my backpack or traveler's bag.
If give me a survival check real quick.
All right. Also, while I'm doing this, is the music still playing or did my internet just get weird?
It did stop playing, yes.
Okay, I'll put it back in then. I got a 14 plus 5, 19.
Okay. You imagine if you trim down the stalk of the one that seems to be 4 foot tall. You could sort of put it into your backpack and sort of secure it the top bit and secure it into your backpack with a piece of your rope. And you think it could give you a bit of light around you.
Wait, how long has she been trying to make a mushroom into a light for now?
I'll say this took she sort of branched off from the group slightly to go over to this mushroom, and she sort of cut it slightly and sort of pulling off her backpack, sort of pulling off. So it took about maybe a minute, a bit more.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the rest of the party did stop.
No, we kept going. We left
No, yeah, we kept going, I think.
I think
She
so
has to,
too.
like,
I'll
just
just catch
run
up.
to carry
Okay.
up.
Okay. Do you go into the clearing?
I feel like that's a trap.
Wait, so there's like a clearing where there's no mushrooms.
There's a clearing with
So,
explaining this for the third time. There's this clearing with much shorter mushrooms, only just going up a bit past your ankles at the highest.
okay.
With multiple different colours. It's dimmer in this area due to the size of the mushrooms has been decreased, and you see these sort of pinks, purples, blues, greens, all the different types of colours coming from these mushrooms.
Okay. Yeah, we'll carry on going in there, I think.
Okay. Give me a nature check, Felix.
That is a 19.
Okay. These mushrooms look a bit weird. You can't tell exactly what, but something in your head thinks, something's out of place.
Okay.
Oh,
Would I like study one of them closer to get a better idea?
Do you
of
investigate
what-
it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. How close do you get? Sort of crouching down to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
That is a 14.
Okay. How exactly do you sort of interact with it?
Well, I'll probably like pull my sleeve over my hand and pick one and look at the kind of like underside of the head and just kind of look around at it, trying to not touch it with my skin. Or actually, no, I'll use my robot hand.
Okay.
I won't bother with pulling my sleeve up or anything. I'll just use my robot hand.
Just give me another nature check.
Okay.
Apologies for all the rolling.
That's another nat 1. Okay. So.
Oh,
5.
wait, nat 1?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Clickety clack.
Okay, need to move this over here. Okay. As you pick it with your robot hand, trying to be as gentle as possible, you put a little bit too much pressure on your robotic fingers, being as sort of elongated and slightly sharp as they are. They sort of sink in to the mushroom. As you're about to sort of pull them out and sort of try again with a different hold, the mushroom just goes, spraying this sort of yellowish dust right into your face. I would like you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is at 19.
Okay. As soon as this happened, you step back, sort of waving your hand in front of your face. Your sort of vision almost goes double as you begin. In front of you, you see this crackling form of a red crackling being in front of you. As you begin to step back, sort of summoning your sword, as it's gone.
Guys, these are magic mushrooms. do I remember anything that I would have learned in school or anything about
Yeah.
these mushrooms?
Go ahead and give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay. I rolled 2 5s. Okay, that's a 9. What the fuck?
These
is
are
my
fucking
rolling
magic
today?
mushrooms, bro.
Bruh. Guy, I believe these mushrooms may have hallucinogenic properties.
Oh dear.
Please pick them. Please
Oh,
pick
wanna
them.
try some, bro?
I just think
No, I
it'd be
don't
really
actually
funny
say
if we
that.
all got high together.
those could actually be useful other than getting high with a bunch of people.
Ah.
I see if there is
Noises
a
of doubt
way.
from
If we could
John.
figure out how to aerosolize the spores and have them in contained space and have them maybe in a jar that we could throw, then that could be quite useful.
Yes, it could.
What are we going to do, Mistral?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if there was any way for me to like pick the mushroom without it exploding.
Give me a nature check.
Has she caught up with us yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a 12.
Um, hmm. As you pull another mushroom, you see coming off of it these as you unroot it, you see these sort of wisps of bit of yellow coming off of it as you move it. Give me a sleight of hand check.
$21.
Okay. Realizing that it probably would be best to keep it still, you keep your hand as steady as possible. What do you do with it?
Okay, so has it now been removed from the ground?
Yes.
Can I look in my side bag to see if I have any other, like anything we can put this in?
Go
Check my
ahead.
inventory to see if there is anything I have. Okay, I have a mess kit. So I'd like to take out the cup and cutlery inside and just kind of like throw it loosely in the bag and then see how many of these mushrooms I can fit inside this tin box.
Okay, let me quickly get okay. Give me another sleight of hand check for every mushroom that you pick. It can fit about 3 mushrooms, I would say.
Okay. I got a 23, a 12, and a 14.
23, 12, and a 14. Okay. As you pick all of them, placing them into the thing, you see that it takes you a minute keeping his hand as steady as possible, placing them all in the tin container. Give me a Constitution saving throw, darling.
I got a 10.
A 10, okay. Well, that is that. Let me roll the D100.
Ooh.
I just turned into a real frog now.
82. You.
Please be frog,
The
please be
fact
frog.
that you joked about. Okay.
Am I a frog?
As you. Placing all these in, the sort of. As being as careful as you tried, the spores that were released into the air from simply picking them had their toll. And so, eventually, after picking 4 mushrooms, enough of them built up as you inhaled. Your vision went blurry really quickly, and you see those aren't mushrooms in your tin box. Those are frogs.
Father, is that you?
You see
I mean-
it look up. You see it look up at you.
Family.
As you see one of them steady itself slightly as you move it, as it leaps at your face, sort of up towards. You see it grabbing onto your face.
I'm gonna immediately panic and like probably fall over in the process, trying to like swat it off my face.
Okay.
Trying to keep as minimal noise as possible, just out of pure fear.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you: would you have knocked the tin box?
I want to say no, but I probably would have dropped it. Yeah, I wouldn't have thrown it, but just would have dropped it.
Okay. Well, if you dropped it, I will roll a d20 and check what happens.
What?
Oh.
As you see the tin
we're
box slightly
gonna
clash to the
die.
ground.
I just wanted to like weaponize some biochemical.
You see the mushrooms inside it. They sort of jostle about slightly as as this as these spores are released upwards into the air. And this is where the marching order came into thing. Cyril and Spencer.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Could you
Yeah.
give me Constitution save?
No, that's not good. Yeah. You got a 4.
Ah.
5.
Oh, we're so good at this. Yep.
Well, one of you asked me for a drugs episode.
Ooh.
Guess.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Not exactly. Difficult to imagine.
It's a 31 for Cyril. As you glancing around, as your vision slightly doubles and then comes back to focus, you see a skeleton.
Skeleton?
You see the skeleton as he approaches you, walking through this field of mushrooms, as he goes, "Son? Son? Is that you?" The skeleton comes up and begins like holding your face, sort of crouching down towards you.
Does it look the right height to be my dad?
No. The skeleton's about, what, 5'8"? He sort of starts shaking you. "Son, I thought I lost you in the divorce."
Cyril's just got like a slightly bemused expression on his face where he's just kind of chuckling like
Alright, let me roll for that is a 51.
What happens on a 51?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
About to find out.
The next episode of the waiting list.
As your vision goes blurry for a minute, as you shake your head, looking sort of around, trying to figure out what's happening, as you see on your where your mace usually is, it isn't there. Frantically looking around, you see atop one of the mushrooms, you see your mace, but it has a face. And Mace, sort of looking down at you, goes, "You have been using me for years, and not once did you thank me. Not once did you clean me. You let me rot. But now, you will have to deal with what you have wrought." As it jumps down towards you. Its golden legs outstretch in what looks like a flying kick. What are all of your reactions to seeing this?
Wait, do they all see it?
No, you see individual things. What I have explained for you.
I'm still trying to rip this like non-existent frog off of my face. Just
Yeah.
kind of going like a really high-pitched sound.
You sort of the frog is sort of sticking to you with its feet, as you just hear in the side of your ear just a rip, as it continues to sort of latch onto your face. It sort of starts sort of patting the sides of your sort of a bit above your temple.
it's like patting her.
Cyril, you're sort of being hugged by this weeping skeleton. Just, "Son!" He's sort of just like hugging you. just weeping into your shoulder. Just these pink tears. What does Cyril do? Say?
He's just fucking. He's just like chuckling, and looking kind of like, what the fuck?
Okay. Alright. Spencer, as this flying kick lands into your shoulder, you recoil as if by instinct, you raising your fists. Ready yourself to fight this mace.
A roll to attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh shit. Where is it?
John,
14.
And throw a punch at it. He's just sort of ducking to the left, sort of his fists up in a boxing stance. He's jumping from he's staying on his toes, left to right as he goes in for 2 wild strikes, aiming directly at your kidneys.
Can you take damage from an illusion?
No.
Apparently.
No.
By the sound of the dice.
What is your armor class? Okay, one of them lands as you sort of backing away with one as you just feel as this golden small fist hits you directly into your kidney. Yeah, I'm gonna take your kidneys. Give me as he
No, not my kidneys.
grumbling at you. Okay, I want you all to give me another Constitution saving throw.
That's a 2. I mean a 4.
5.
Oh, that's a 20.
Okay. As you moving back and going for a wild punch as this what looks like lightning coming off of your fist, just you see the mace sort of shattering into pieces as then the head of the mace landing in front of you. You have learned well. As you're back to normal, you look to your left, you see your mace glinting with malice on your hip. Without a face nor limbs. You see a very, very confused Malon. You see a bemused looking Cyril who's just chuckling to himself, and you see a squealing Mistral sort of like swiping at her face slightly as she sort of rolled back on her onto her back. You see the tin full of this tin full of what are they called? Mushrooms, that is it. Still slightly giving off some of those spores.
Right,
You just hear on your back.
we
You hear
should.
sort of behind you on your back, just.
I don't think we should mess with the mushrooms anymore.
I am so confused. What is happening? Should we help them?
They might break out of it eventually.
Okay, as Malon sort of taking this silken bit of cloth that is attached to his hip, he's sort of covering it over his face slightly. As he walks in closer, sort of grabbing Mistral by the shoulder, sort of, Mistral, fucking get up. As Mistral, you see this frog leap off of your face, and now you see a massive frog.
Oh fuck!
It's got you by the arm. It's shaking you.
Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! As I try and like break free from this grass. Spencer! There's a frog! Spencer,
You look to Spencer. He's a frog. You see a frog with a mace. It's got a mace. It's got a mace and a mullet.
Wait. Wait. I just looked up in images and I saw the fucking frog urinal.
What? I don't do I.
Oh yes, that.
Oh fuck off. Okay, right. Give me another Constitution saving throw, Mistral.
Me? Do I do one as well?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Why did it be Constitution? I
Okay,
have like
I got
negative
20.
for that.
What'd you get, Felix?
I got a 20.
Okay. Yeah. You sort of giving the skeleton a hug. He just, thank you. As he falls into a pile of bones and the bones turn to ash with the breeze that's somehow there.
Beautiful.
There's just, I love you, son. As now you look around and you see.
I just kind of, yeah.
You see Mistral just screaming. Malon sort of holding her by the shoulders, looking rather concerned with this sort of silken sort of bit of cloth around his face. As you see a pretty confused looking Spencer and a very confused looking Daniels.
I say. Yes, well, I believe I was right about the hallucinogenic properties. Would I know anything about, like, an antidote or a way to get the effect to wear off quicker?
Roll me a medicine check.
Ooh, medicine, okay. That's a -2.
If you take more of them, or maybe if you ingest them, you may build up a tolerance.
Alright, let's do it, guys.
Well, if you ingest many of them, you may be able to build up a tolerance, but you probably get more high in the process.
As Melon's sort of still sort of now crouching down, sort of trying to, like, you see him with the back of his hand, he's sort of trying to take Mistral's sort of temperature.
She screams more as the frog gets closer to her face.
Right, Malone, get out of the way.
Right. And he sort of looks, he just sort of gets up, sort of backing away with his hands up. He sort of goes over to the tin and sort of closes the lid of it and sort of looking to Mistral, then looking back as he puts it back in his bag. And sort of saying,
Frick you, man!
Alright, sorry about this, and I want to slap her.
go ahead and roll for slap.
Fuck! That's a 10. Wait, is it a 10?
Roll with advantage because she's
Yes, it is.
technically prone because she said she falls backwards. And it's not difficult to hit. So
Yes. Well, that's a 26 then.
Does that hit your
Oh,
armor
tough
class?
luck.
Okay, what?
Tough luck, buddy, that does not.
How bad do you slap?
Fuck it, yeah.
Full force, just whack.
Yeah, I whack her.
Right, you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
And
Roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
I'd just like to say that we haven't technically healed up
You haven't.
since
You haven't.
the last time. So I'm damn
offered,
near to
I
almost
fucking
passing
offered in the
out.
form of Malon, saying, "Hey, maybe we should take a long rest." Wait, didn't you guys take a long rest?
I
We
think
took
we
a
did.
short rest. We took a 4 hour thing,
Yeah, you
and
took a
then
4 hour
Cyril
thing,
came
and then
back.
someone said, "No, we have to go now," and so you guys perpetually want to stay on a different time zone than fucking Terrath. But yes,
Okay.
so you did not hear me. You take 5 bludgeoning damage. You could have taken at your short rest hit die, but you didn't do that then, and not allowing you now. And
So
as he just winding back and do you what did you get?
I promise I'm not doing it on purpose.
God
Wanted
damn
I got a
it.
10. I've got a -1 to Constitution, guys.
The DC is 12, guys. It's not a high DC.
I rolled an 11 and I rolled a 1. So technically I've got 10 and I've got 0. Take your pick.
And you just like the fog is hitting you now. As you slap the sort of, you hear the echoing of the noise as you just hear Malon saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" As he's sort of moving over now with his hands sort of slightly glowing. As you see this frog approaching you, looking slightly annoyed. It looks like it's going to attack you. Its hands are glowing with power. As then, it's gone. It's Malon.
Okay.
He's got his sort of hand, sort of one hand, sort of with his sort of hand on your forehead, and the other one sort of just on your shoulder, as this sort of glowing just ends. As he says, "I am so tired, and you have the gall to get high and make me waste a spell on you."
Where'd the frog go?
As he just sighs and looks at you. Grabs you by the arm, lifts you up.
Why does my face hurt? What's going on?
Your face more than fucking hurts. Like, he might as well have fucking punched you.
Oops.
It's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
How much health do you have?
No.
How much health do you have?
I have 8 left.
Oh fuck! You're just like looking.
I just spit up blood.
Yeah, you're like as you get up, you just throw up blood, like a mouthful of blood.
Oh, nasty.
Oh no. Okay. So
No way.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I've been through worse. I'm fine. So I recommend we go around the mushrooms.
have 16 hit points back.
Have 23 hit points.
Fuck.
Anyone wanna take this back?
You can't do that once you've rolled it. As Malon sort of, with his hand still on your forehead, it glows again. As you feel a good bit better, and Spencer doing the same thing, you feel quite a lot better. Who else is on low health, if I may ask? Apart from Rory, who's fucking dying. I don't know what Cyril's health is, because he doesn't use D&D Beyond, because he's a gremlin.
Does he print out his character sheets?
Yeah, because he's a nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Annoyed. You're annoyed! Alright. Yes, I think that staying away from the shrooms is a good idea. Jesus. hint of annoyance, but also a hint of fucking
Why you look at me like that? I didn't know that was gonna happen. I was thinking we could use them against a potential boss in the future. Okay, Milan? Okay, it's not my fault I'm clumsy. What do I mean by a boss?
Yeah, so we're just going to go to a small business and just... You know what? No, don't worry about it. Okay.
Yes, we can
I'm
do
not
that if
angry,
you want to.
just...
Maybe later.
No. I'm not angry. Right.
Just disappointed.
I am not disappointed either. I've come to expect this.
Well, that's even worse. I didn't think you could make anything worse than I'm just disappointed, but there you have it.
Now, let us give these mushrooms a wide berth. Come on. As he begins leading, so... How did Cyril react to the fucking skeleton dad getting dusted?
Hi, I'm back. Sorry, what's happening?
Oh, we were calling you a nerd earlier, but
Oh, okay. My dad was talking to me.
How much health do you have?
37.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm 37 out of 45. I'm only missing 8.
Alright. As you continue giving the mushrooms now a wide berth, you continue onwards towards this quite large plume of smoke that you can now see in the distance. Rory.
Yeah. I love how the moment I get food, it's my turn.
Would you like me to come back to you in a minute?
I don't mind. If you could do John first.
I'm not doing John first.
Oh, okay. Then you can do me. It's
Why
fine.
can't you do me first?
Because I'm trying to get you caught up with the fucking rest of them, so the less time I
Shut
spend
up,
on
future
you
boy.
is the less time that's
Okay,
passed
calm
in
down.
your time, and that means I could get you back. I was trying to do that with the long rest, the other goals we're meant to have.
Okay, I can first. Yeah.
You're
Becoming
okay.
This is
full-on
just
panic
every
attack.
DM. Okay, I'm fine. So I
Just stop being
apologise
attacked
for your
by a
lack of
dragon.
screen time, John, but I'm trying to get you back. I'll let you have, if you want to just simply have a role-play encounter with not Tereth, your Tereth,
Nah,
with
that's
Tenebrae.
fine. Use the lid first.
That is fine, but
Do a lid first. It's fine.
I won't do a Leah, that's... Anyway, that's the dragons. No, I can't say that. Okay, Aaliyah, Rory, Rory Strix.
That is me.
You are in so much pain as this screams echoing from below you. You see the dragon is now turned around and is now burning the city. You see the other dragon that seems to be a lot smaller is running down one of the roads, sort of slashing at people with its claws, biting people, throwing them into buildings. You see these sort of smaller figures of these sort of dragonborns and half-dragons that seem charging through the streets, slashing down civilians and guards alike. What are you doing?
I'm gonna run. No, can I fly?
Yeah, you
Am
are
I
currently
like
flying.
able to fly?
You
Oh, I
are
am.
very
Okay.
shaky. Your wings sort of barely keeping you aloft. You're having to glide a bit to stay up as sort of this blood sort of dripping down your talons and your feathers. You're sort of stained with blood as this large gash across your forehead going from the top of your shoulder right down to your upper thigh, and this other one of the dragon's teeth just across your torso as it and onto your legs as it bit you and threw you. Some of your feathers also singed at the corners after when you nearly hit by this plume of fire that went past you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep flying back the way I came to try and find the rest of the party.
Right. So as you are heading,
And also,
where exactly do you go? Do you go back where you came precisely?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I will be thinking about what's happening to Rosa at the same time.
Okay. Flying with your wings shaking as you try to get out of the thing, you see the guard that was helping you and the female guard. Now you see her sort of fighting these two Dragonborn as blocking one of the attacks with her sword. You see the other one slashing upwards, getting her right underneath her armor. She's spinning, sort of landing onto her side as she looks upward at this armored Dragonborn. As they bring down his boot, you see this splatter of blood come out as this large Dragonborn's boot just crushes her head. You see a lot of similar things happening with other civilians. You see the buildings melting into molten rock behind you. But as you exit outwards, you are suddenly just caught up in this plume of smoke that's been moving out in an outwards direction, sort of downwards in the northern direction. There's this sort of breeze coming through the cavern from the multiple different exits outwards up to the surface, are sort of bringing air in with a breeze.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep flying. I might go a bit like further up just to see if I can to look out for other things. I don't know.
Okay. If you continue going up as you are, you would be going up much further into the smoke, and you probably wouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh, okay. Then I'll try and avoid the smoke if I can.
Keeping going forward a bit, sort of, your wings begin to burn from just how much they've been used and the strain currently on them. You feel that you might plummet if you don't give them a rest soon.
Okay, I'll go down to the ground then.
Okay. As you're sort of gliding yourself down, sort of trying to keep at a decent speed, but also trying to make sure that you're not putting too much strain on your wings as you sort of land downwards. Sort of as you were gliding, getting close to the ground, you sort of land, sort of trying to bend your knees as much as possible. But as you head to the ground, you underestimate the amount of sort of the speed you were at, and you sort of roll, sort of slamming downwards into the ground. Sort of in a roll, you roll about 5 times, and then come to a sliding stop, covered in mud and different sort of pieces of like mycelium stuck to you. As you see just slightly out of your reach, Rosa, out of the holster, lay now seeing in this sort of purple light from the mushrooms. You see these sort of the spiderwebbing cracks, and at the bottom of it is this black something that is beginning to fill in this crack just at the bottom.
Does it look like liquidy, or like is it solid?
It looks liquid but solid. It has the sheen
So
of
it's like
liquid.
shiny?
Yeah, it has the sheen of liquid, but it's almost like a liquid crystal. It isn't moving fast. It's only just visible. You can see it.
Can what would the check be to see if I could connect the kind of liquidy crystal to the crystal in my bag?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That is 11.
Okay, 10 seconds. Right. An 11. You think that it's difficult to place exactly when this could have started. Maybe Rosa simply has a lifespan. Maybe it was something else. You think that you think that around the time of the crystal it did that you got it, like Rosa sort of saying to keep it was strange, but not much of it drew you to this being the cause, though.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out and grab him.
Okay.
And I'll say, Rosa.
What?
Rosa.
What was?
What's happening to you? Please, you have to remember. You have to remember me. I'm gonna hold him and try and continue like walking towards the through the mushroom forest the way I came.
Okay. Limping through this mushroom forest, you're occasionally looking back at the large plumes of smoke coming out of this large citadel. But most of your attention downwards towards Rosa. You occasionally hear his voice creeping in and out, fading. Simple words like, what? Why? And a few things that give you some hope, but like, I have to remember. But as you continue walking, you see a slight bit more of this black crystalline ooze begin seeping outwards. Again, following down the cracks.
Can I like touch it?
Go ahead.
Like, okay, I'm gonna just touch the crack, like run my finger along it.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Ooh. That is 19.
Okay. As you touch it, your finger and a good half of your hand becomes incredibly cold. As touching this thing did something to your hand. You do see that you have a very small cut where you ran your finger along it. You see that this thing is in fact very crystalline in shape and in sort of the way it looks. It's ever so slightly opaque, but this black colour mainly covering all that can be seen.
Okay. Rory is kind of like almost crying, kind of limping through the forest.
Give me a survival check.
Oh. Okay. 15.
Okay. As you're saying.
Just now and then she just kind of Rosa, please, you have to remember me. You have to help me. I can't lose you.
There is no reply. Occasionally you will hear his voice as you're holding the blade. As you just hear the occasional, why aren't we here? But other than that, you don't hear much else.
Okay. I'll just keep going.
Okay. As you continue walking and as you continue just seeing this black crystalline liquid flowing through the cracks, in your bag this humming begins to come from your bag.
Is it a similar humming to the humming
Very
I
similar,
heard?
except now it has direction to it.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my bag and kind of search through it, search through all my items and hold them up to my ears.
When do you still have Rosa in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're sifting through everything, holding them up to your ears, you eventually come to this grey piece of cloth that you got from the chest. Inside of it's this black crystal, and as you unwrap it to check, it is blatantly clear that this is what is humming. And as you hold it, it feels like it's almost vibrating, as then Rosa begins to vibrate.
I'm gonna put Rosa on the ground.
And hold
Is he
the
still
crystal.
vibrating? Yeah.
Okay, how far away are you?
From Rosa.
Yeah, how do you just put him down on the ground by your feet?
Like a meter away.
A meter away. Okay. You see the Rosa from a meter away. You cannot exactly make sure whether he's exactly vibrating. You do notice that the crystal begins to vibrate slightly less.
Okay. Am I near to the entrance of the tunnel?
You look around and you can see this mushroom forest. Your wings are sore and beaten.
Right. I'm going to Okay. Is there any nearby? Is there any tall or really tall mushrooms, or unique, something unique that I could recognize again?
Give me a perception check.
16.
16. You see, on your left, it'd be on your right. On your right, you see this, in the distance, you see this sort of, what looks like a clearing. In the far distance, you can see what does look to be some form of clearing.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Rosa back up, sheath him.
He's still vibrating.
Alright. And can I, as quickly as I can, can I fly, or am I just?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna try to fly as quick as I can
Okay.
to the clearing.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
That is 18.
18. As you begin flying, trying to keep your wings, they're burning and burning. As you keep trying to fly, you narrowly miss a quite a large mushroom as sort of skidding to a halt. Your wings again, sort of, you hear this sort of sound as you feel that your right wing is just slightly out of place and in severe amount of pain.
Okay. I'm gonna unsheath Rosa, chuck him like a couple meters away. So I can still see him. And then I'm going to. How big is the clearing?
The clearing is ahead of you by about, and you're not in the clearing yet. The clearing is ahead of you by about 30 feet.
Okay. Well, I'll go into it.
Okay.
And then put Rosa on the floor, and take the crystal to the middle of the clearing.
Okay. You see this clearing is there's a few small mushrooms. It's relatively bare though. Okay, you can see Rosa just about. It's difficult to see such a small blade, but you can see him. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just use my hands, to kind of. No. Wait. Well, it's in a rag, right? Or I had a rag.
You did have a rag
crystal.
that was around it. Yes.
I'm gonna put it back in the rag and put it just in the center of the clearing, in the rag, just kind of under some.
Give me
like,
a
grass.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let me see. That is a 12.
12. Something about this stone. It's almost like you have an emotional connection to it. It just hurts your chest.
It hurts my chest
It's
to
just
put
sort
it
of
down.
like a pang
or-
of just almost guilt. Like almost you're betraying a friend.
Okay. Right. Okay. I will pick it back up,
Mm-hmm.
and I will. Does my attachment to it? Does it outweigh my attachment to Rosa in that moment?
In that moment, it almost feels like it's something Rosa needs.
Okay. Well.
As you're holding the stone, the crystal, you begin to hear something just in the back of your head. Rory?
I'm gonna turn and look at him on the floor.
You see Rosa?
Okay. Is that it? You remember me?
And you hear, not from... do you go over to him?
I'll put the stone back in my bag.
Mhm.
I'll leave my bag in the middle and run over to him. Yeah.
Again, that feeling of not wanting to leave it comes back.
Okay, I turn back, put on my bag, and go over to Rosa.
Do you pick him up?
I stand over him and say, Rosa, answer me. Are you back? Are you okay?
You just see Rosa's blade vibrating. You see this black crystal that's now nearly at the full length of the spider web and crack. You see it sort of slowly begin coming outwards across the rest of the blade. And again, in the back of your mind, that isn't me.
What do you mean?
This is strange.
What's strange? What's happening?
It's
How
like
do I
I'm
fix?
being... I don't know, like... It's like I'm in my house, but the furniture has been rearranged. Does that make sense?
Is it the crystal? What is it doing to you?
It is me.
You're breaking. How do I fix you?
You believe, as you see this black covering over the majority of the blade, you see it coming, it's quite quickly throughout the rest of the blade as he's speaking. You believe me to be a bladed weapon, but I'm more than that. I am the soul of a trapped warrior of a long forgotten people. And I'm not breaking as I am being held.
But I don't want you to go.
I'm not going. You can still speak to me, can you not? As I'm nearly there.
But what will happen to you?
I will be in a new place. Still
Rosa?
beside you. Look at me. I'm in your bag.
Do I kind of understand that he's like switching into the gem, or like...
It's pretty evident.
Okay, I'm gonna take out the crystal.
As you hold it in your hands, you feel, and you can hear his voice a lot clearer. As you see the blade of Rosa go completely black. And you see the stone begin to stop vibrating, and you can see what looks to be an eye inside. As these sort of runes on the other sides of this crystal, you see them covered in different sigils and seals. As you again hear his voice. I believe this thing was to be used for, I suppose, capture would be the best way, but I believe we accidentally activated it. And accidentally used it for myself.
Is it better for you?
I'm not sure, honestly. It's similar. I'm trying to wonder of what the boundaries of what I can do here are. I suppose this thing is like a prison, but I suppose we could find a way to change it somehow. It doesn't seem impossible to me. And that sword is not worthless, you know. While it is more of a dagger now, and I cannot use the magics that was in it to form the rest of the blade, it will still, in the process of me being brought out of it, it has changed the blade into, well, as you can see, a very similar material to this crystal.
I'm gonna pick it up. Is it stopped vibrating?
No. It is not vibrating anymore. You see this, what was a messied blade, now an elegant, almost smoothened version of the base form of Rosa, now with this black, almost obsidian-like blade.
I'm gonna put it back in my sheath. And put my bag back on and continue walking back. And while I do, I'll just so why did this, how did this happen?
I'm not sure. I think it was meant to capture a being similar to myself, to be sure, and lure it with its wildest dreams. And I believe it was made to make creatures think, at least creatures like such as I, to think that this crystal could be the answers to their wildest imaginations, and so it could capture them.
And is it? Or is it just a lie?
Is it a what?
Is it, you know, what were your dreams?
Well, it promised me a return to my elven form, the ability to aid you on your adventures, to teach you.
You've already taught me so much.
Yes, but I was a sword, not a teacher.
Is that possible?
I thought it was, but obviously I was tricked. But nothing is impossible. That's something you always have to remember. Nothing will ever be impossible, especially not when you're around.
I promise I'll find a way to give you a body one day.
Yes, just as one day you will hopefully find your parents. And then, the sky's the limit. No pun intended. Now, I think you should rest.
But I need to warn the rest of the party about the dragon, and
I think they'll find out from the burning city, and I hope that dragon won't be sticking around. And hopefully they'll have enough sense not to attack the fucking thing.
But what about Terrace?
The
I can't just
guards
leave
did
him.
say it's a bit fuzzy, but I still could remember, at least make memories, I suppose, while I was being transferred over. But it's they said that he wasn't there, so he should be safe. Well, relatively. Now, I think you should at least take an hour to rest. And I want to refurbish this place.
Okay.
Can you
I
believe
will,
that inside of here there's a room?
Really?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Well, it's quite black. I wonder if I can get some paint. It's... think of it like a little room with a way of seeing out. Like, I can look up at you, you're massive. I could previously look through your eyes. And that was like having a body of my own. But this, I have my body. I'm in here.
Is it nicer?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It isn't the same as the real thing. It's like my spirit, so to speak. It's just what I look like. Or at least what I look like to me. And this room, it hasn't got as much elven flair as I'd want, and I would like to change it up a bit. I think I'll get the hang of it, I hope. Hopefully I'll be able to change what it looks like.
How are you gonna decorate it?
Maybe. Now, I think you should rest. Keep me out in the open. I'll keep watch.
Okay. I'll kind of lie down in the grass, just kind of holding him in one hand, but like so that he can, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and take a short rest, if you will.
Okay.
Right. Back to the rest of them. Unless, Tereth, do you want to have, while you are resting with Tenebrae, would you like to...
Or you could go back to the other people, and then they can come find me.
Yeah, thank you. God's sake. I shouldn't have used the sort of the randomness of rolling a D100 and seeing what happens.
Oh, but it's so fun.
It's like you wake up not remembering anything a day later, and so we've got the Finding Tereth arc. But no, yeah, the hallucinogenics one is rather funny. Anyway, as you are all walking, sort of still recovering from your trips and your slaps.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. What?
Recovering from our trips? I didn't know we went on vacation. What?
Yes. Let's keep that PG-13 vibe. Hey,
Well, I
so...
just said drug good, so we've lost that.
I mean, one of you still does have it, but you know.
One of us still has what?
Malon picked up the tin and closed the lid and put it in his bag.
Okay.
Right, anyway, as you are all walking through this this mushroom forest, again looking keeping an eye out for different pieces of fungi that look a bit too vibrant, you you begin. You've been walking for about an hour now, and looking up, you're getting a bit closer to the burning city. Well, what you can now make out to be this large circular stone wall that has this large amount of fire bursting out of it. and well, not bursting out of it. This large plume of smoke that's bursting out of it, as you see the You see all this smoke coming out of this large thing. You see a few people who seem to be running out of this now open gate. It seems to have been burst open. You sort of off the so-called hinges of this large stone monolithic gateway. I was gonna say it is eerily quiet.
I thought we were like still gonna be traveling from the mushrooms, maybe bump into Rory along the way.
Yeah, that. They can see this in the distance.
Yeah, eerily quiet.
Yeah.
Eerily quiet.
But I
Could we have the ambulance?
Okay, I'll get the ambulance. Not ambulance.
Oh yeah, by the way, Felix, what you missed is what could have been your salvation.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
But you don't know that. Last time I tried to do something for you as a DM, it never fucking works. No, joking, but still, alright.
It could have though.
It could have easily worked, yes.
Could have, but at the time
No,
it
but
sounded
if my patron is saying, keep it, when I get a dark crystal, I'm gonna be like, probably shouldn't keep that. He probably wants to do something evil with that.
Yeah, and then you find out that it was we wanted it because he thought it was sour. Anyway, as you continue onwards, sort of walking, you see this eerily quiet plume of smoke coming out of this large thing in the distance. You think it will be a bit to get there, but what do you do?
You said we saw someone running out from there, right?
You noticed a few, what looked like about 5 figures who seemed to be exiting out of the gateway. This now sort of, this large stone door that's sort of off, almost looks like it off her hinges, one of them only barely left on and the other one now laying on the floor.
I'm going to remove my cloak, shove it into my bag, and run over to them. I'm just kind of like, hi, are you okay? What's going on? Why is everything on fire?
As you run over to the 5 dragonborns,
Wait a minute, who are you?
Hold on a minute. Who are you?
You're not Drow. What are you doing underground? I'm not saying this in character, I'm saying this in my head.
Fucking Minstrel is Kazoo Kid.
you see these dragonborns, one of which larger than the others, sort of looking about. Do you continue moving towards them?
Cyril didn't learn about the Isle of Isle Draconis, evil dragonborn people, did
No, you did not know about. I don't believe you do know about the Isla Draconis.
Yeah. I guess I'll carry on walking towards it then.
Could we quickly take a small break?
Yeah.
Because I need to A, go to the bathroom, and B, check my notes.
Alright.
Pausing the recording would probably be a good idea unless you guys want to entertain the recording.
I
Mid-roll, mid-roll, mid-roll,
Fucking, I'll
mid-roll.
leave it recording. You can do a mid-roll.
Thank you. We should just pretend that we're sponsored by someone. Are we sponsored by, guys?
Raid Shadow Legends.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Go down to our link in the description to get 30% off. And wait, no, it's free. Shit. Wait,
You
shit,
get
it's free.
30% off.
Get
You get
30% off
1,000 free gems. You get
Yeah.
1,000 free gems and an
Raid
epic
Shadow Legends
champion.
is epically fun.
If you like the video so far, please consider subscribing and liking and everything and all that at
Yeah, I
YouTube.
put the first episode up on Podbean.
Go there
Go
and
check it out on
download it.
Podbean,
I don't know how
Yeah.
Podbean works.
If you want to go check us out on
Yeah, our
Podbean, whatever the fuck
Podbeans.
I just need
Podbean
to
is.
update
Fucking Podbean.
It's the
What
place
is
you can get podcasts.
Isn't that called Spotify? Where you can get podcasts?
No, there's another thing as well.
No,
called-
Podbean's made for podcasts rather than
No,
music.
Spotify is the only platform for podcasts.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't listen
Why would
to
you
my
watch-
podcast on
Not
Apple
anywhere
Podcasts
else.
because it's free and has no ads.
I have a Spotify Premium. Oh.
Yeah.
That's not free though.
Yeah.
Part of the deal.
I'm just flexing on you guys because I have Spotify Premium.
It's like
Oh,
weird
$7
flex,
to
but okay.
buy it.
Also, please check out our
That's
Patreon.
5 quid, John.
We don't have a Patreon.
Shut up!
It's like a
Just stop
student
lying.
one of
Hi
the-
there,
Yeah,
please
I know.
create the Patreon for us and then check it out.
The waiting list.
Nice.
Go pay us money.
Give
Pay
us
us money,
just,
please.
just like send money to my bank account.
No, send money to Aaliyah's bank account. Oh wait.
Shut up. I got another
sorry.
text today. So I went to the post shed before I went to college, and
Post shed.
There were like
We've got a
30
shed
people who lived
behind-
about it.
yeah,
We literally had to have a
okay, and
designated place for
I was
it.
like, oh, there's a letter from my bank. I was like, I'll get it after college. I obviously couldn't get it because I was literally running home. But but in college, I got this text. I was like, thank you for your recent application for an account with us. Unfortunately, we don't have all the information. Please phone. The same text I got a month ago, and then I sent off this letter. And I'm really
I
annoyed.
bet the thing in the post is just they sent the letter back and we're like, nah.
Probably, yeah.
Nah, we don't want this letter, nah.
I know you're probably going through a lot right now. And it must be a very difficult time. But why is it called a post shed?
There's a
Because it's
shed
a shed
with
that we
posts
put the
in it.
post in.
Yeah, because there are like 30 houses. Like, they don't want to go around all the houses, so they just get us to come and collect it.
I mean,
Just put it
yeah,
all
but
in a shed.
post shed is.
It's the shed with the post.
Yeah.
The dog with the butter on it.
Like,
Shed,
what
the
is
shed
so
with the
hard
post in it.
to get about it? It's just a shed with post in it.
We're supposed to be entertaining the totally existent audience.
Yeah.
Fuck
Talking about post
Post
shed.
alone shed.
We got
Post
so off
Malone
topic.
Pocket, yep,
Post
that's fair
Malone
enough.
You might want to go
Off
through and cut this
topic.
out.
No, this
What?
is all juicy content.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? We were talking about the post shed.
You're talking about
And
the
bank
what?
accounts.
The post shed.
Post shed.
Oh.
Also, we're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends now.
Yeah.
We did an ad for Raid Shadow Legends. They
They're the
get
biggest
1,000
mobile
You
role-playing
have to
games of
put someone
2019.
else's, no, but you have to put someone else's Raid Shadow Legends link in the description so that I'm not lying to them because I said they get 1,000 free gems and an epic champion. If they click the link in the description.
I don't know if
Go get,
I.
like,
Right.
Just go get some YouTuber who's sponsored by Road Shadow Legends link and put it in the description.
Yeah. Well done.
That's probably not illegal.
We're not making money off of these videos anyway. Every single one of them gets copyrighted anyway. And it's not
Man,
we
I
would
wonder
get
why.
anything.
What? Excuse me.
Anyway, let's get back to it. You see these 5 Dragonborn figures. What do you all do?
Can I see?
I'm walking towards them.
Right, okay.
They're Dragonborns, they might know where Naturalis is.
Okay, give me a moment.
Naturalis.
Yes,
Yeah,
natural.
Wow, yeah, fucking Naturalis. Wow, he's dead. Get over it.
Shut up,
You
no,
can't
you
get over
can't
that.
roll.
I'm dead.
No, you literally call him
Naturalis is
Naturalis
dead,
every
John,
10
you
minutes.
dumbass.
Hey, how about you stop... How about you stop criticizing God?
How about no?
You're
but
not
stop
God, I
having-
was
how
just
about you
trying to
stop
boost
having a
your
God complex?
ego. My God, you have
God
such a
clump.
clump. God
Clump?
clump. Yes,
Clump.
Nova's a clump.
Nova has a bigger clump than Fisker.
Okay, back on topic.
Back on topic, Dragonborns, let me go say hi.
Technically, we don't know that they're burning a bunch of villages alive.
Yeah, we don't know. We just think they just ran out of the city. We think they're probably civilians
Yeah, well, we know.
Or like
running away from the
tourists.
wreckage, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're running out of
Yeah.
the city, they're probably running away.
Don't discriminate. Just because they're dragonborn doesn't mean that they caused the fire. I mean, these ones did definitely cause it, but doesn't mean that all of them do.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world been turning. We didn't start the fire. I forgot the rest of the words.
It wasn't always burning because we started it.
I will say, these Dragonborn look quite powerful looking.
Felix, shut up.
Does it look like they want to kill me after approaching them and asking them if they're okay and
Oh,
or
you
hurt?
actually did that? Okay.
Well, I mean, I yelled it while I was running, so it's kind of...
Okay, as you run up to them, you see all of them drawing either long swords or well, okay, so I'll show you what you see. Okay, not show you because haven't got the maps ready yet.
Set the scene for me.
Are you gonna do a map thing?
I
Nova?
fucking will. It is difficult to get a custom map made.
Wait, what? You're getting a custom map made?
There's no fucking maps for this.
Wait, no. I meant, are you gonna do like Roll20 map thing?
Again, it's difficult to get a map that is actually the area.
There aren't a lot of like underdark ones, and all the programs are so complicated to use. My God.
Thank you.
I mean, one I had for a bit wasn't really complicated at all. But...
Oh yeah, what do you?
On Roll20,
Well, we
you
can
just
talk.
draw
We can
with,
talk
like, a
about
little
this after the
pencil.
session.
Yeah, you also think you don't get to have an opinion on this, Felix, because you think that you think D&D Beyond is shitty, so you can stop with that.
D&D Beyond is really nice.
It is good.
It doesn't allow for much customizable.
Hang on, is Bolly with you guys?
Yeah, Bolly stay behind.
Okay, Bolly is with you guys.
Bolly got the most tired of all of us.
Did anyone make sure to bring Bolly with us?
You have Bolly and
Yeah,
Daniels,
just
and
say
you're
Bolly
about
left was
to.
stayed
I'm
behind.
going to say that hi guys, DM here. This could be trouble. I will allow a retcon because you guys are entering in a encounter that I had set up for not now.
So we're gonna have to do it eventually, is what I'm hearing.
What I'm hearing is we'd have to do it at some
Yeah,
point
let's-
anyway.
Yeah,
We may as
that's
well
gonna
get
be
over
when
it.
me
Let's
and
go, guys.
Tenebrae and Rory.
Oh, would we have backup? That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like a good thing. Yeah,
I'm
let's
just gonna
go.
stop.
Let's find the others. Maybe find Rory. She's crying. We gotta go help her. Oh no.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
I'm
If I roll
crying
above
at you.
10, Cyril puts two and two together and realizes, oh wait, hey, Tereth got kidnapped by Dragonborns. These guys might not be nice. Or if I roll below 10, then he doesn't. He realizes, okay, I don't go up to them. We retcon.
Right. Does Mistral.
I'm just as soon as I
I probably
see.
when we see that.
When you
Dragonborns,
see
I
them
say,
all in splint armor and one of them in plate armor,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of stop, put my hands up, and just be. Never mind, wrong people.
because I was
and just
going
kinda,
to
like,
show, not show, but I
away.
was going to explain that 5 of them have this splint armor as well as this helmet that covers over the majority of them, and not much skin is showing. You can't really see what color they are. The other one is a lot taller than the other ones, with this large greatsword slung across his back, with this plate armor with the decorated dragons on his pauldrons. As you see, his horns pierced as this half-red this red half-dragon.
So what I'm hearing is he's got mad drip.
He has got the maddest
Yeah.
drip.
You got some sick drip.
You just hear Malon next to you. Damn. No. No. Okay. All of you give me a stealth check, please. Pass without trace? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
14 plus. Wait, is pass without trace plus 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
24 then.
19.
Do
Don't you have like plus 7 to stealth? Did you roll a 2?
Oh.
Wait, no, it was actually the other way around. Sorry.
Oh shit, Bolly is invisible.
What?
What has he got? Go on.
I'm so proud.
Ollie was proud of us.
Stop interrupting Fisker. Okay.
I'm thinking about Daniel's
Yeah, I'll roll a stealth check for him.
Just throw him
No,
at the
just
dragonborn, create a
thinking about the
distraction.
other, I had disadvantage.
No, you got pass without trace. I'll say you don't if you use a pass without trace. Right. So, as you will keep a low profile. Okay. They don't seem to see you.
Great.
You do notice you notice quite a few feathers that seem to be leading in a certain direction, as well as a lot of blood.
Say we follow the feathers.
Yeah,
Give
that
me
sounds.
a survival check.
Well, I can do this, no props. I can't do this at all. So that was a nat 1, so that's 6.
Darling, why do you have like a curse on your dice? Is it just me? Or is it only like either you or Felix who get the nat ones?
I do get nat ones.
You get nat ones because your dice hate you.
I was listening to a D&D podcast and one of them got 5 nat 1s in a row.
Well, that sounds like
God.
the bad part of about weighted dice, but anyway.
No,
Listen, babe.
using roll 20.
Okay. I got really good rolls last session, so it's only natural that I get bad rolls this session.
Yes, the dice gods.
It's got
Obviously, the dice roll.
Okay, anyway.
Can I like help?
Yes, you can use the health action and give her advantage.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Right.
Or someone
Roll.
else can survive.
Yes, or someone else can make a check.
Hey, nat 20.
Did you
That's
actually?
25. Yes, I actually did. I can show you my screen if you want.
What?
Let me, hang on.
No,
Let me
yeah,
use
no,
the
no. I believe you. I believe you. Honestly.
So that's a 25.
Yeah, you notice a lot of blood going in that a specific direction, as well as what seems to be a skid and what looks to be uneven steps of talons.
Right, so there's a skid mark and a bunch of uneven step talents. So I think that maybe Rory hurt herself, so maybe we should try and find her really quickly. If this is Rory, I'm assuming this is Rory. How many other birds are there in the ground?
I mean, there could be bats.
Ah, yes, feathered bats. Why didn't I think of it?
I mean, you don't have to be rude about it. It's not like I'm a druid or...
No, not at all.
Anyway. He stops talking. I'm assuming you follow the... Okay. As you follow this trail, it takes you about a good hour, maybe, and you feel pretty tired. Very tired, in fact. But give me a second. So it's Borrow, Cyril, Malon, Mistral, Spencer.
Can I make a check to find out why I'm so tired?
Go ahead, make an intelligence check.
Is it because we haven't slept in a while? It's probably because of that.
That sounds about right.
Hey, Nova, love. Don't you want to let me roll again?
Oh, darling, was that another fucking nat one?
Aww, you know me so well.
Have you just rolled a nat 1, a nat 20, and another nat 1?
Yeah. But it counts up to 6, so it's fine.
Okay. Right. As you are all walking, sneakily, may I add, you hear in the distance what sounds like howling.
Wolves, no hounds.
It sounds like a lot of howling.
I would like to hide.
Okay. You are already stealthed, but yes. Give me a perception check. Anyone but Mistral, who is sort of looking at this really pretty sort of mushroom she found on the floor.
You never know. Nat 1, Nat 20, Nat 1. This could be another 20.
I'll help someone out. I'll give help action to someone else to do
Okay.
it.
Who here would like to make the perception check?
Okay, I
Well,
guess I'll just make it.
Okay.
No. Not you.
No. How about we? All right, love. Try your theory out. Roll. Let's see if it's a nat 20.
It's not a nat 20, but it's a 14. Plus 2, which is 16.
16. Okay.
That's another 2. So,
Plus that
18.
other 2 that you'll give me, right?
Plus another 2, which is a
Well, it still
natural
wouldn't be
20.
natural. It still wouldn't be natural, though.
Oh,
It would be an unnatural.
It would be an unnatural beast. As
immoral.
as after looking at this at this strange looking mushroom, you look up to see what looks like 2 dogs poking their heads out, looking directly at you.
Puppy!
As this dog looking at you, not breaking eye contact, this what looks like 2 dogs. They look almost hyena-esque with the way that they look, with this sort of tough bit of hair that is longer at the sort of the top, almost making some form of mohawk into what looks like a mane. What are you doing?
Can I make an animal handling check to tame the doggo?
Are you going? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That is 18 plus 2. Is it enough not to get my hand foot in?
What do you do?
Okay. Okay. So it's a dog. So I'm gonna like put my hand,
It's
like kind of
2
stay
dogs.
low. 2 dogs. So I'm gonna kind of stay down low and slowly reach my hand out. You know, the thing where it's like, oh, sniff my hand, see that I'm fine, kind of thing. But if it looks like any of them want to munch, I'm going to immediately jump away. If we can successfully, if we can successfully tame it, it'll be really helpful later on. Just saying.
Which head do you get closest to, the left or the right? Which dog?
The one that looks dumber.
The left one.
Sure.
As you put your hand up, this one begins sniffing. The other one sort of growling slightly. I'm not going to growl at you, but
Do it.
no.
Do it.
No,
Do
no.
it. You said it. You did it. Now you have to say it. You have to say it now.
You make me make. You always have me make the noises.
Was forever.
Actually, John, can you growl for us?
Grrr. How do you?
It sounded exactly the same, just with vibrato.
I was about to say, fucking this dog just goes. We're getting way too off track. Okay.
Oh my gosh, is the dog a bard?
One of the heads just growling slightly. This sort of low, almost guttural-esque growl. This other one sort of sniffing your hand. The other one is the other one is going to sort of go to sort of make a snap, not trying to hit, but sort of a back off thing. Okay?
Okay.
But the other one did not seem all that troubled.
Dog is just like a character.
Okay, I'm going to.
Welcome in, just like no.
Welcome, just like, come on, play the doggy. You're the doggy now.
I'm going to slowly take my hand back and reach into my bag for that smoked meat. I should still have some in there. And I am going to slowly offer it to the dog that's growling. See if I can bribe it.
Give me an animal handling check. Why am I allowing this?
That is a 15 plus 2, 17. Please tell me you're using the Daniel's dice. Please. Please.
The dog sniffs at the meat and looking up at you with its sort of beady red eyes as it snatches out the I mean, you see the other one sort of going with it slightly as it lunges for it.
Not my hand, and that's progress. If any of you want to interrupt at any point, by all means.
Oh no, we're enjoying the show.
Going with this, okay. Is the dog looking less like it wants to murder me?
You see this sort of this creature, and sort of like just ripping in at the sort of dried meat.
So you'll do that, but you won't growl. Okay,
I'm good
I
at
see.
making those noises. I'm not good at making growling noises.
Okay.
The other head just sort of looking up at you, slightly jealously.
I don't think I have any more for it. I'm so sorry, man. Okay, attempt number 2. I'm gonna reach my hand out again. This time with my hand kind of upstretched. To basically like show off my palm. But I'm gonna keep it in the center of the 2 heads and see if any of them thinks I'm not a threat and would like head pats.
Give me another animal handling check.
Okay. If it goes wrong, I'm gonna immediately. That's another 15! I'm scared because this means when we actually fight, I'm gonna get 3s. So that's 15 plus 2 is 17.
Fucking hell!
Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad?
Nat 1 on my behalf. So,
Why do you want me to lose a hand?
no, I don't want that. It's not. Shut up. Okay. So as you reach your hand out, the left one sort of sniffs your hand and then just sort of with its strangely large tongue, it sort of just licks your hand. You see its saliva has a slight green colour to it.
Ew.
And it's incredibly slimy.
Good doggo.
As now this one seeming quite happy, you see it stepping forward, but you see that it is a 2-headed dog, not 2 dogs.
I kind of guessed this much.
And you also see parts of this dog where it is just bone.
2-headed skeleton dog?
Not skeleton, as you see patches of its rib cage and part of one of its legs.
Is it a hellhound?
It is not a hellhound.
Oh.
If it was a hellhound, it would have attacked you immediately.
Oh.
Well, it would have. I'm pretty sure they're chaotic evil.
Check to see if dog is friend. Is that okay?
Insight check.
And in the process, can I see what kind of dog it is? Should I make another
Insight
separate roll?
and a either history or religion. No, not religion. Either history or intelligence.
Okay.
Which I'm relatively sure that is the same type of
Use
roll.
survival.
Yeah, I'll allow either history or survival.
Heck yeah. Thank you, John. So that is a 19 for friend, 15 for what kind of dog?
Okay. You gather that the left head likes you, the other head just likes the food.
Okay. I can live with this. I can work with this.
For as the type of dog, you have gathered that this dog is what seems to be a very juvenile, because it looks quite small, but a juvenile death dog.
Ooh.
Whereas you can remember 2-headed dogs with parts of them being undead. You know that if they do get a taste for human blood, they often are incredibly dangerous.
Okay. So no human blood for this one. Is banned. Peanut butter. Okay. I'm gonna walk back up to the party. Does the dog follow at all?
Do you have any rations in your bag?
I mean, I think I already I fed like most of it to Daniel's, and I think I fed the rest of it to the other dog. But it's been sitting in my bag for a while, so would my bag perhaps smell?
It probably
Like
would
smell?
do. And
Okay.
so the dog sort of follows, sniffing at your bag. The other one seems to be growling still.
Hmm.
But yes.
Wait, so there's two-headed death dogs.
No, there is
One
one
two-headed death.
two-headed,
Okay. I
slightly
thought that
young-looking
yeah.
death dog.
Okay. Walk back to the party. Hey guys, this is my dog.
Why can't you people be normal?
Oh, I'm sorry. What would a normal person have
go over
done?
and give
The
dog
normal,
head
the
pat.
normal person
I
would
did
not
the-
befriend the
the
death
don't-
dog.
I'm going to go give dog head pat.
Which head?
The one that isn't growling.
You pat it. Its tongue lolls out of its mouth. It tries to lick your hand. Do you let it lick your hand?
Yes.
Would
Oh
you
yeah,
think-
my hand's still covered in
Yeah,
goop. Can I please wipe that on
Would you
Milan?
think that your hand would have any form of cut on it at all, considering the things you have been
Uh-oh.
doing?
Oh no, because when I got those big boy heels, it healed me right up.
Oh yes, I'm asking Cyril.
Oh, I'm
Probably
sorry.
not my right hand, because I do most stuff with my left hand, and I'm petting it with my right hand.
Okay. It licks your
Because I don't want to
hands
pet it with my
after
one
you
hand.
after you pat it. It's sort of one of its ears sort of flop downwards slightly, as it sort of licks your hand. You see this sort of greenish, slightly green at least, sort of slime kind of stuff. And the other one just sort of growling still, sort of looking up at you.
Alright, so what do you guys think? I was thinking of naming the one on the left Derp and the one on the right. Oh my god, don't touch him! What do you guys think?
Okay.
I'm still just paying attention to the dog. I'm not paying attention to Paris.
Yeah.
While I'm saying this, I'm just gonna like sneakily wipe the dog slobber off my hand and onto Milan.
Sleight of hand check.
I hope I fail, because it'll be funny. I did! That's a 4.
As you sort of your hand gets closer, he starts leaning away and away and away. Then he takes a step.
Keep going.
Another
It
step.
just keeps going.
as you're now practically chasing him with your hand outstretched, as he is just like, Mr. No, please, no, this, hey, please, as he's just.
So this is what's basically happening, is Cyril is petting a two-headed death dog. I'm
Yeah.
busy chasing around an elf man almost like an entire foot taller than me. And Spencer's just there.
He's
Probably
surviving
regretting his
with
life choices.
Daniel's on his back.
After I've petted the dog for a bit, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna like look around, look up and look around a bit,
Perception check.
and I'm perception.
Yep.
That's an 11.
Okay. Well, you look. What else were you saying?
I'm guessing I see Paris chasing Melon
Yes,
around
you
with
do.
her slobber hand. I get up and point towards Milan with my slobber hand, and then start running at him.
Yes! Join me, brother!
He sees you and just. Why? He begins running away from both of you, having much longer legs than both of you. He can outpace you pretty well.
God, but what's his movement speed?
What's your movement speed?
30.
30? What's your movement speed, Paris?
30.
Yeah, His is, one moment, let me get his character sheet up. His is 45.
Oh, wow. Okay, wait. What spells do I have that can help here?
Oh my fucking god, are you actually?
I'm gonna look it up. I've got an idea before you waste spell slots.
No, don't. Go for it. Go for it, Felix.
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking if there's anything I can do with prestidigitation. Could I prestidigitate?
Some slobber on him.
Could I prestidigitate some slobber on him?
You try to replicate exactly what the slobber is, and it does not work.
Oh, what happens instead?
You have to try again, but maybe a bit differently.
I guess I try again.
But differently.
How do you do it this time?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, prestidigitation can make harmless sensory effects.
Uh-oh.
Is the dog slobber not harmless?
Give me a nature check.
I don't think it is.
Nat 20, that's a 24.
You remember learning about death dogs, as they have been a problem in certain places. And you also remember just now that in their saliva is a form of bacteria, almost. This very, very dangerous type of stuff that, if in the bloodstream, can rot someone to the bone.
I grab Paris and use prestidigitation to clean her because like you can soil or clean
I know.
one cube, and I clean her hand and then clean my hand.
Malon stops. Just thank you. Why are you
but
both
I wanted
such children?
I wanted to dog slobber him, Cyril.
Yes. I just remembered that is not a good idea. That dog slobber can make your flesh rot.
I look horrified at my hand.
Malon looks more horrified.
I mean, don't worry. It only does it if it gets into your blood. But
Thank you for cleaning my hand, because I probably would have forgotten, and I kind of need to use my blood for stuff, so that would have ended badly.
Oh yeah, blood hunter gets covered in dog slobber, guaranteed death.
Yeah, this literally it actually can kill you. That's the funny thing. Like in D&D, it can do that. Anyway, now with that out of the way, what are you all doing?
I really want Dog to follow me. Is there any way I can befriend Dog and not just bribe it with food?
I mean, one of them wants to follow you, but
Would it be a
good idea.
handling check?
It would be.
This would be really
I'll
great
use
if I
help
could,
action
like...
on her trying to befriend it.
Okay, give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Doggy? It is a 16.
16.
So it was a 9 and a 16. Thank you for help action.
Okay. The dog seems happy. The other one seems mildly infuriated. But the other one sort of bonks its head into the other one and follows you.
Great. This is great. By all means, guys, you can take over from here. I got what I wanted. I'm happy. Thank you, Nova.
You know, sometimes I do this to myself.
Most of the time you do it to yourself.
Yes.
All the time you do it to yourself.
Okay, not all of the time. You guys are the worst.
Yeah, but instead of doing this right now, you could be like, I don't know, doing something else.
I am actually, but yeah. You see, the trail continues with the feathers and blood.
Well, I just start following it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Following the
Oh,
trail.
actually, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and tell the dog to. Well, actually, if there's a trail of blood and feathers, I really need to tell him to do it. I was gonna ask the dog to try and track the scent.
Okay, the dog is not smart.
Yeah, we can get normal dogs. So I doubt is it even less smart than a normal dog?
Let me look. Dog.
I mean, with their brain cells put together, there's two of them. Not
I
two
think-
dogs, not two
Right,
brain
it'll
cells.
be twice as
think it
smart
works.
as a normal dog.
I feel like it works opposite, so they have to split the amount of brain cells the dog would have.
Shh. No, it's fine. They have double. It's fine.
Okay, it has the same intelligence, but I mean, yeah, no, it does have advantage on perception checks, but that is because of it being two-headed and not keen senses. And it also has advantage on the saving throws against charm, deaf, and frightened. You know. Fuck it. I don't know why I'm doing this, but
Well, I mean, you don't actually. I don't actually need to because there's just a trail of her feathers.
no, yeah. What I'm doing is this. Though I'm not actually letting you do the thing. It's not trained. You'll have to train it. I'm just going.
Can you
Did
rename
you
him
give-
to Good
wait,
Boy
what I think it
instead
is?
of Death Dog?
Good boy.
Have we adopted dog?
We have a
It
dog
is
now.
that is
Alfred
yet
has
to
a
be
dog.
seen. The dog is following you, but I will say that you guys' adoption rates are way too high.
I used all my luck on those guys.
Why
Hope
were
it
you
was
rolling
worth it.
so fucking well? Okay.
It definitely was worth it. We have a dog now.
She didn't. She rolled a 16 on an advantage check. That's not like.
Yeah.
It was
Not
making
just
it was
roleplay,
making intelligence and like wisdom checks every single time she rolled in opposition. And like I was giving it advantage because it has two heads. Like that wasn't in any way, shape, or form fair, and yet, okay. Anyway,
With a pet.
the dog again, just sort of trying to get into your bag, Mistral. Seems to be following you.
Oh god, it's like the fucking dragon.
It's a dog.
It's like the dragon was trying to get into our bags constantly.
Yes, but that's because the dragon just liked destroying shit. That was literally the thing about black dragons. And it would listen to Cyril. It's just the fact that he never properly actually told it what to do. Apart from when he told it to let him sleep, in which case it tried to fight the rest of the team when they were trying to wake him up. Anyway. You follow the feathers and blood into this clearing. And, lo and behold, you see the body of Rory. lying there, still bloody,
It's me.
and from what you can currently see, not moving.
Wait, what?
Rory, you've short rested. You can use any of your hit die if you want. Rest of you, you see this.
I will.
Sleeping.
You can see this.
I'm gonna go over to her and try and check her pulse, I guess. Would that be medicine?
Yeah, go ahead and give a medicine check.
This is gonna be funny. That's a 1.
Great.
Try to remember
This is
where
what
the
I
pulse
meant by
is
fun.
and how far to push in to find it. And you think you know where it is, but it isn't there, so you just keep pushing. And Rory, you wake up to what? Cyril leaning over you, pressing his 2 fingers directly into your throat.
Yeah, he deserves to be stabbed.
Cyril?
Oh, is that step?
Wait. You're alive. Okay. Well, I guess that's one way to find out. Hi.
Hello.
Are you okay?
I not great, but
She
yeah.
looks absolutely horrible. You see these massive gashes that are the blood is just starting to cauterize. It does seem to be still bleeding. She seems to be in a bit better shape than if it was fresh. You see her legs have got these sort of large teeth marks and a bit of her torso also.
Where are my hit die? I can't find them on.
If you click on short rest, there should be.
Oh, I thought I did short rest.
Click short rest and you can get hit.
And then we can see the
Yes.
hit dice and all that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, okay. I'm gonna fucking run over. And I'm gonna use my fucking only first level spell slots. That's. Oh wait, yeah, that's only 1. I mean, that's you got 6 hit points back.
Okay. You
Okay,
get 6 hit points.
it didn't heal me. I'm still on 8 HP. My short rest didn't heal me.
Okay.
What?
Roll a d8 and add that much health as well as the 6 that you have.
Well, she
Plus your
she,
Constitution modifier.
she's level 5, so she has 5 hit dice unless she's used them.
Yes, you could. You could. Wait, I don't think it constitutes to let one moment. I'll try it. Rory, short rest. Literally.
What?
It's right there.
I know. I
It is.
did it.
You can use the key one, and you could just use your monk hit die.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It doesn't add your health
Really? It just-
automatically. You have to add your health yourself.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it automatically did it. Sorry.
I mean, it should actually add it automatically.
Give me a second. Which one did you want to use? The key or
think
the
so.
monk one? Why have you used all of them? Okay.
I
There.
don't know.
Take short
I don't-
rest. Confirm.
Understand. Alright.
Okay. Well. Okay, it didn't. I'm gonna just add you. How many of? Wait, you can use multiple in once, so can't you? So, do you just
Yeah.
want to use your key because it reset maximum HP changes?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay.
That poison's pretty cool.
What poison is pretty? Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
The doggy poison.
Be very useful if we could like coat our weapons with it.
Okay, I'm
Just get
pretty
the dogs
sure
to
now
lock our
you
weapons,
should be
dude.
max HP because of your
It's
monk
not
shit.
showing on mine, but
Oh,
Okay.
I'll
Refresher.
yeah. I'll
I know I have.
Okay, now refresh it.
Alright,
Okay.
thank you.
Also, we'll have to check. I'll sort of when you use the sort of sword slashy thing, but not really sword. I'll show you. I'll tell you what it does.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes.
so you have just been woken up. You still have the crystal.
Yes. I'm gonna get up and go over to the rest of the party. That
I-
was
I follow her back over there. I'm gonna. Oh, okay, wait. Well, she's said something. Do you
Okay.
start speaking like right away, or do you wait for a second before saying something?
We'll start pretty much straight away, unless you interrupt me. But there was I went to find Terith, and then Rory was
Okay, wait.
not
Calm down.
not Rory, Rosa.
Calm down, Elliot. Calm down, Rory. Wait.
No,
Start at
it's
the beginning.
fine.
What happened after I left you in the cave?
Well, I got through the tunnels fine, and then I asked these people I saw.
But what was on the what was the purple light at the end of the tunnel?
The what?
It's a tray.
Oh, it was the mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
Was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the mushrooms from this forest. The glowing. Yeah. But yes, then I went to the TWL Citadel. But Terith wasn't there. They said that the prince was, but he wasn't. And Rosa, he started like. I'm gonna take out Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
He started like shattering, and then and then there was these dragons, and they started attacking, and I only just made it out alive. I might have done something kind of stupid.
What did
But
you
then
do?
well, the dragons, they were killing all these children, and I shot one of them. And yeah.
You attacked a dragon.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's
But,
good to see you alive.
Yeah. But Rose is now in. I'll take out. Oh, well, I'm still holding the
you're still
crystal.
holding the gem.
Rose is now in this.
And
Do I recognize the gem still?
you do recognize the gem as the gem that.
Well, that's probably not good.
But he said it was nice. I don't know.
Does he
He
sound?
kept on.
Does he sound normal?
Well,
I do, thank you very much.
Wait, can
Your
we can
hair.
hear him now?
Yep.
What?
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Hello.
Wait, you can
Well, I
hear
haven't
him?
heard him before, have I?
No, you have not.
Okay. Okay. What exactly happened to you, Rosa?
Well, when I first saw this gem, I thought it to be the key for, well, exactly what I wanted. A way to return to my previous body. But that
I'm gonna touch
seems...
my circlet while you're saying this.
As he
I get a
continues
reaction
speaking,
from my guy.
as it continued changing me, it essentially just transferred me. I believe it meant to be some form of prison that is designed to lure creatures like myself in through false promises.
So, are you stuck in there now, or?
I believe so, yes.
Well, okay.
It's a very elaborate containment. It is very effective as well. I couldn't get out if I tried.
Cyril kind of goes like more quiet and like and looks like down a little bit.
You hear in your head, Cyril, I suppose I should thank you, sir.
You jealous, Felix?
For
Bruh.
um
Yeah, he started being all weird, and forgetting everything, and then after I got attacked, he just kind of transferred into it.
It was, I wouldn't call it pleasant, but the outcome has been fine. I didn't know I could speak with you all until a minute ago, though.
Well,
so okay, I say,
well, what should we do now? We found Rory now, but we still don't know where Terrace has gone. Should we?
If I may interject, I believe that rest should be in order. I am completely tapped. I couldn't even message Tereth if I tried.
Well, I guess that's not a bad idea. Yes. Okay. I can take first watch, I suppose.
I think we should get at least somewhere more safe. Maybe into the tree line or mushroom line.
Yes, that's yeah, of course, yes.
Okay. As you all sort of enter into the tree line, the mushroom line, and sort of find a more secluded area, it's not difficult, and have a bit of a rest. Right.
Is it a long or short?
That is entirely up to all of you.
Long, please.
Is that Fisker? You want a short rest? We can have a short rest.
Fuck you.
Alright. Are we long resting then?
Okay, if you would like to all long rest, then that is definitely okay.
do I have a bucket or anything?
No.
I'm gonna ask everyone before we go to sleep. I'm gonna say, does anyone have a bucket?
I don't believe so. No. Sorry.
Why do you need a bucket?
Well, if we could collect some of the dog's saliva, then well, we could like coat our weapons with it or something.
Would we need a bucket for that?
Well, we need something to keep the saliva in.
Can I use my
May
mushroom?
I suggest the dog?
Well, I suppose, but well, in the middle of a battle, we might not want to have to feed the dog to make it salivate, or we might want to.
I am incredibly tired, and I'm not completely sure an easy way of doing this. We don't have a bucket on us, so for now, I'd say we put a pin in that.
Can I use my mushroom? Can I like carve a inside, like cut off the stem and just carve a hole inside the half of it, but like not upset.
Give me a
You know what I mean?
survival check.
Mushroom bowl.
Mushroom bowl.
Mushroom
That is
bowl.
a
Mushroom bowl.
16 plus 5, 21.
Do you want a bucket or a bowl?
On a bucket or a bowl?
Probably a bucket.
I mean,
What do
I
you
think
say?
a bowl would be
You
easier.
cut about half the stem off. You still have a little bit. It's still poking out of your bag. And you spend a bit of time carving out a bowl with the well, out of the stem of the mushroom.
Here we go.
Well,
One mushroom.
Hopefully that will work well. Okay. I'm gonna take out some food and go over to the dog and try and get it to salivate in the bowl by showing it the food and then putting the bowl underneath its mouth.
Right. Okay.
And then after it's salivated in the
Give
bowl,
me
then I'll give
a
it the
sleight
food.
of hand check
Okay.
to keep the food out of the dog's reach.
16.
16. Come on, roll good. This will be funny. Well, I dropped my dice. Where did it go? I don't know. Give me a second. For God's sake. There it
The
is.
god saving you from whatever hard fate he was gonna give you.
In fact, no. I'm going to change dice to my lucky one.
Ah, shit.
Natural fucking 20.
I think we should ban Nova's lucky dice.
Two.
Alright, give me a second. I need to check a thing.
Ban.
Right. So, as you hold this meat out of it, you see the dog salivating, but as both of them, the growling, the more upset looking one, goes to get it, it just grabs onto it, and as the other one bites down onto it, does a 14 hit your armor class?
Meets it, beats it.
R.I.P. man. Where do you want to be buried?
But I think if it's trying to bite me, I will use shield.
I mean, I've already rolled the damage. I'm gonna say you have to say it with. Let's check the wording of shield.
You say it after you know whether it hits.
That protects you until the start of your next turn. When you are hit by what? If you cast a bonus action spell against could still be cast at the same time. Stated. It's a reaction of its own action type. If you cast a spell on your turn, whether it's an action or bonus action, it does not affect your ability to cast reactions spells. You can technically cast bonus action to stay instead of bonus action. Um, 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 I mean, the wording is as a reaction to being hit or being targeted by an attack. Yes. I'm thinking, because I've rolled the damage, I'm going to let you think, but I'm also going to say try not to metagame.
Wait, what
Would
do you mean, try
would
not to
he
met-
burn a spell slot which are incredibly thingies on?
Well, we're about to sleep, so he's about to get them back, so...
Yeah. Okay, I'll allow your metagaming for now.
Really metagaming. He doesn't want the dog to get a taste for blood. Pretty important
You're no fun.
Don't want the doggy to get a taste for blood.
We understand you're upset that you didn't get the nice fight scene that you were
I
preparing
didn't get to
for.
poison Cyril.
It's only DC 12. Like...
Yeah, like I was gonna say, I was literally seconds away from roll me a Constitution saving throw. And then you go, I think I'll use shield.
Yeah. Don't want doggy to like blood. Want doggy to be cute doggy. Not
Okay.
want blood
Well,
doggy.
you pull your hand away at the nick of time as this eldritch piece of energy stopping it from hitting your hand. And the dog now has the piece of meat, and is now curled up, and is eating it.
I'm gonna put the bowl underneath his mouth. Is he salivating?
He's eating. And he's curled
I'm
up.
guessing there's probably some saliva coming out of his mouth.
You can try. You get.
I'll try.
You get a few drops of saliva into the bowl bucket.
Just ruffle the dumb one's head a bit, and he'll slop
Yeah,
all over you.
I'll pet Dirk's head.
Yeah, as you pet Derp's head, he's sort of sticking his tongue out after finishing his half of the thing. It's just a mountain of saliva.
Okay.
And yeah, you got a decent bit of saliva.
Cool.
You hear in the back of your head, if you put that on my plate, I shall cut you with it.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I just close my circle and say that.
You take 18 force damage.
Yeah.
As you feel this boom into the center of your chest, launching you back 10 feet.
I kind of like get up, because I'm guessing it probably knocked me to my knocked me off my feet. Just maybe. And I'm gonna say, God, you got no sense of humor, have you? And
Since
then
when did you have?
And then I'll ask people.
Okay, so I'm going to say that if you coat your weapons with it, it will last about 1 minute or 10 turns if you are not actively using it in combat. If you're actively using it in combat, I'm going to say it lasts about 5 to maybe 5 or 4 turns, as the air would dry up the saliva. And it doesn't take long for it to dry up if it's moving around in the air.
Some of it will come up when
would it have a maximum amount of times it can be used? Like if you hit with it and apply the poison?
If you hit with it and apply the poison, they will. It depends how long you have got the thing. It will not be as potent as if it was bitten, by the dog, it's not a guaranteed kill. What I'll do is I'll roll a d100 and give it like a 30% chance to actually have that effect.
Okay.
Is I think how I'll roll that. Unless, other than that, then the creature will take 2d6 poison damage.
Okay. So the creature doesn't do the con save.
The creature does make the con save, yes.
Okay. So there's a 33% chance it makes a DC 12 con save.
Yes.
Okay. Does it deal half on a success or none on a success?
If it makes the save, then it is unaffected.
Okay.
Because it's like its body fought off the poison sort of thing. It's not the body fought off half the poison. Alright.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Alright, so that's how I'll roll that. So if you want to add that into your inventory and just sort of write down that preface just so you remember it and I remember it.
I'm gonna go back and say, well, actually, I'm gonna go back to the party and say, okay, well, it seems I'm not gonna be able to use this, actually. Who wants it? I'm just gonna kind of put it down in the middle of us.
You see a Malon is just sort of like resting up, he looks to be asleep.
Okay.
Would there be a way for me to test out, like, what my sword does?
There's a death dog.
Don't
You
kill
attack
the puppy.
the dog.
You attack the dog, you die.
I'm not gonna attack the dog. Is there, like, maybe an animal nearby that I can
Give
see
me a perception
if I go out?
check.
Like... Okay.
Where are we going hunting? Also, can we end soon?
Yeah,
'Cause
I know.
Fast.
Perception. That's a 14.
14?
Yes.
Okay, Hey, Tereth,
Yes.
make a stealth check.
Why?
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Am I gonna find Terrace? Am I gonna like hunt him?
I wasn't. I guess we were being stealthy, weren't we?
Yep.
That is a 4.
Wow.
You hear what sounds like voices.
I will go and investigate.
No, Rory,
Oh.
you hear what sounds like voices.
Okay, I will go and investigate.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
He's asleep
Cool.
though.
That's
Oh.
he at this current point in time, he was not. We're gonna have to do a teeny bit of retconning.
That's fine.
You guys have adopted so many fucking NPCs.
I love it.
Honestly,
Like 20 NPCs, just have an army.
This is
honestly,
one
don't
NPC
even
like,
that I want to keep for like the whole rest of the thing. though.
yeah, because you have got a gay thing with him. That's fair enough. He's a pivotal character. Two of the other ones, one of them is just a guy I gave a funny voice, and the other one's a fucking dog.
Wait, who's the guy you gave a funny voice?
Hi there.
What about Polly?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Bolly. One of them is a bush. By the way, the second he saw you, Rory, the second he saw you were okay, he ran up and gave you a hug.
Oh.
And started just sort of crying on your leg.
Take 1d4 damage of
fine?
piercing because he is a bush and his twigs have stabbed you.
Yeah,
Oh shit, I'm
he's a
dead.
bramble.
Wait,
I expect art
Oh,
of
that
fucking
can be.
I expect the shipping art
Oh
of
god.
Bolly hugging Rory's leg
I'll
with
make the rest.
We have a list.
with a crystal looking very no we're not doing that, no, with a bee looking very jealous in the background.
With who?
Brian looking very jealous in the background.
Brian.
And we also need a Tenebrae asleep on Terra's shoulder art. That is the shipping art. Then no, don't please. We don't.
Oh,
need any
you
of that
asked for it.
horny
There's
jail
no taking
shit.
back. There's no take backs.
Oh,
No take backs.
no.
You get
Can
some cow.
write a list? I can't keep track.
Honestly, I'm
We've
so
got so
sorry.
many to do. We need to start on a wedding scene as well.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna have everyone in it. So
Wait,
it's
who
gonna
are you
take
doing
ages.
the wedding for?
Guess who?
Yes.
Oh, he muted. And it's him and he muted. Wow, he really doesn't care, does he?
No.
He's getting
dad
married in
came
like
in.
a week. And he doesn't
Wait,
even
in
care.
a week?
Like,
Why in a week?
I mean, I don't know when it'll be done. Because when we draw the picture, you'll be married.
Yeah, you'll be married to Tenebrae.
It's legally binding.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's illegally binding.
Oh shit.
Wait, that sounds way worse than it was meant to be. Anyway, I need to end the recording. Nobody's
Yeah.
watching this. I could say
Still
whatever I want.
going?
Heil Hitler, I don't know.
Oh,
Fuck.
Whoa.
That's
great.
getting
Huge.
cut.
Camera's over